Hey everyone, I'm David, and welcome to Decrypt-Ed. Today we're talking about one of Cisco Secure Access's two main use cases, secure private access. I'm going to give a high-level overview of why you might want to use something like secure access, how private access would be secured, and then go over some of the deployment options and their benefits. Now, if you're interested in hearing about Secure Access's other main use case, secure internet access, check out my video, Secure Access, Secure Internet Access, link in the description. So let's get started, and if you find this content helpful, become a subscriber and share this video. Having started in the 1970s and becoming more common in the 1990s and 2000s, remote work isn't exactly a new concept. Now, as times have changed, so too have user and business needs. In my experience, the modern administrator must be able to secure access to SaaS applications, the internet, and internal resources for their entire workforce, regardless of their users' locations. Now, there are a lot of components that can go into a defense in-depth security model, but for today, I'm going to focus on how you can secure your users' access to internal resources using Secure Access. Cisco Secure Access is Cisco's Security Services Edge solution. SSE was defined by Gartner in 2021 and is essentially a cloud-hosted security service. Disaggregated from the underlying network architecture, SSE secures access to the web, cloud services, and private applications, all while providing a better user experience, regardless of the user or the data's location. Cisco Secure Access provides two main use cases, securing internet access and securing access to internal resources. Today I'll be talking about how Secure Access can secure private access. There are two halves to securing private access. One half is how users connect to the resource via Secure Access, and the other half is how Secure Access connects to the private resource. I'll first talk about the user connectivity experience. As of June 2024, Cisco Secure Access provides private access via three methods. Secure Access offers browser-based Zero Trust Access, client-based Zero Trust Access, and Remote Access VPN as a service. Both the ZTA methods are intended to reduce user friction and enforce Zero Trust controls, and the Remote Access VPN as a service is included to cover application-specific requirements that can't be met by ZTA. Secure Access also provides connectivity between connected networks and Remote Access VPN users using the Fabric Interconnect. As a SaaS solution, I would expect that Cisco will add additional capabilities for both internet and private access using Secure Access. Secure Access offers browser-based Zero Trust Access for web applications. Users can access the web application leveraging a fully qualified domain name that points to Secure Access, where they are then prompted to authenticate, have their posture checked, and are subject to an intent-based policy. If a user meets requirements, Secure Access will proxy access to the web application and inspect traffic using either IDS or IPS. Secure Access's client-based Zero Trust Access provides connectivity for almost all client-to-server applications, regardless of ports or protocol. Secure Access leverages a Zero Trust Access module that can capture DNS and application traffic. Unlike Remote Access VPN, which would use a persistent tunnel back to a head end, the Zero Trust module will leverage an on-demand quick tunnel to the Secure Access mask proxy. Users would first enroll with the Zero Trust Access module and authenticate, and then after enrollment, users would connect to the internal applications and services the same way they would if they were on network, leveraging either their IP address or FQDN. The intent-based policy and users' posture is checked per session and every 15 minutes. If allowed, the ZTA module and Secure Access will proxy the user's connection to the application and inspect traffic using IDS or IPS. Finally, Secure Access offers a Remote Access VPN as a service for applications that just don't work well with ZTA. Typically those that are either long-tail, server-to-client, or peer-to-peer. Their experience is the same as user connecting with AnyConnect to an ASA or Firepower headend hosted on your own network. Users will be able to use the AnyConnect module to connect to Secure Access as a headend. Users are first prompted to authenticate, which can be done with either SAML or Radius, and then they would have their posture checked. Administrators can choose to tunnel all traffic or use split tunnels to include or exclude specific traffic. User traffic sent to Secure Access is still subject to the intent-based policy and IDS or IPS. Alright, now that we've talked about how users can connect to Secure Access, let's talk about how Secure Access can connect back to your private resources. As of today, Secure Access can leverage either IPsec tunnel groups or resource connectors to connect back to your network. Secure Access leverages IKV2 for IPsec tunnel groups that can be used to tunnel all traffic bidirectionally from your network. These same tunnels can be used for securing internet and private access using Secure Access. Traffic from other network locations connected to Secure Access, connected Remote Access VPN users, and traffic for browser or client-based CTA can all be routed to and from Secure Access over these tunnels. A pair of Secure Access data center locations and multiple tunnels can be used within the same tunnel group for high availability, and multiple tunnels in ECMP can be leveraged to increase bandwidth. Administrators are able to use either static routing or dynamic routing with BGP. Peer-to-peer, application, or service-related traffic from connected network locations and remote access VPN users can be routed across a Secure Access Fabric interconnect. From a design perspective, Secure Access would essentially be acting like a hub site, and all of your connected network locations would all be like spokes. Traffic routed over the interconnect between connected networks are subject to the Firewall as a Service and IDS or IPS policies. Resource connectors can provide access to internal resources for browser-based and client-based ZTA. As of today, resource connectors can be deployed in AWS, Azure, and in VMware ESXi as virtual machines. Resource connectors require access and routing to the internet, DNS, and the internal resource for which it is providing connectivity. The resource connector would build a DTLS tunnel to secure access, and ZTA requests are sent to the resource connector, and the resource connector would then proxy the connection to the internal resource. From the internal resources perspective, the request is coming from the resource connector. The resource connectors can be grouped for high availability, and load balancing is supported for resource connectors within the same group, region, and deployment type. In summary, we've talked about how Secure Access provides zero-trust access and reduced friction for remote users, VPN as a service, and connectivity between networks, all while providing security controls. Users are able to connect to applications with either client-based or browser-based ZTA or with remote access VPN, and networks can be connected via tunnel groups. We've also seen how Secure Access can connect back to your private applications using either those same tunnel groups or with resource connectors. And that wraps up our exploration of how Secure Access secures private access. I'll be talking more about implementation and design considerations for Secure Access in later videos. So if you're interested in hearing more, become a subscriber and sign up for notifications. I'm David, and this has been Decrypt-Ed. Take care and stay safe. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and found it informative. Your support makes a difference and helps guide our channel's journey in tech and security.